And we're recording. It's your episode, Dick. Feel free to take us into the show.
I don't know where these movies can connect. I have no idea. I don't know why we can't with these two movies. The Burbs was already there though. That was like established months before.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, shit, it got to be an '80s film. It has to be related to some type of. Well, I would say. I don't know. There is no connection, really. There
I
is
can
no
show you.
connection.
I can show you the connection that Microsoft Edge's AI found.
Oh, there you go. That would make sense to me.
Um,
Maybe they could make sense out of this mess.
because it made a poster for this.
Ooh.
It's kind of cool. But let me find it. It's in the use folder. Okay, I got it. Here we go. Let's show that, and then we'll get into our theme and all that. Blah blah blah. Here's this. Kind of just an aliens invading the suburbs.
Yeah.
Also a city.
Could argue that.
Because it is a movie, both movies about invasion and paranoia.
Well,
and
Alien Nation isn't really invasion. They crashed.
they skim over the
settled.
invasion part.
Well, they settled because they were in trouble, and that's why because San Francisco has that wonderful exchange with Jimmy Kahn, saying like, "You don't understand how wonderful you people are. You take us in. You don't know us. You have no idea what we're going to do or what we're capable of doing. Yet you look over that and you take us in because we needed help. That shows you how wonderful your species is." And
Just
like,
wish you guys would.
and James Caan just looks at him and goes, "Go fuck yourself." Jimmy Caan going, "Eat your fucking roadkill. Leave me alone." Space N word.
But he kind of goes
Talk to me.
He's like, "I just wish you guys would do the same for yourself. So few of you do."
Right? Yeah.
Things
Exactly.
like, you guys are kind of shitty to yourselves.
You guys are shitty to each other, but yet you'll help anybody else. He's not wrong. Like that's a pretty good point, Mandy Patinkin.
I just thought that the AI did the best it's ever done merging two movies into one poster here.
And it actually came out with coherent sentences for the bottom of the screen.
Suburban invasion at the top, and then they came for the lawns. They stayed for the brains at the bottom.
That's pretty good for AI.
It came
It's
up
learning
on its own. I didn't tell it
It's
that.
learning. It's doing. It's getting better and better with each iteration.
I think this is our coolest poster for this show because most of the time it goes the split in the middle and one half is this and that. Because they put the word verses in there.
Right. It just confuses it. You have to work with your AI. You have to coddle them.
So what movies are we doing today?
We're doing Alien Nation, 1988, and The Burbs, 1989. So we got Joe Dante and The Burbs with Tom Hanks, which I love. I think The Burbs is one of my top 20 comedies of all time, which is such a fun movie. But again, this was another movie that had lots of problems, and they didn't know how to end it. It took a while to figure it out. There's like 3 different endings to this movie, and
on today's episode,
and we're going to get into all that on today's episode of Hollywood is Dead. Yeah.
Yay! Theme song.
Yay.
Yeah, you chose Alien Nation, so I guess introduce your movie and we'll discuss it.
Well, Alien Nation, I think I discovered this on VHS. It was one of those, or it could have been on cable a lot. I found it on cable. I feel like it was a little bit of both.
Did you know about the movie or the show first?
I think I knew the movie first.
Okay.
And then the show, because I knew the show came out. I knew the show was based on this movie. That's why I think I was disappointed in the show because like that's nothing like the movie. It's like it's about where's Jimmy Caan? I want Jimmy Caan, Manny Patinkin. I don't want these assholes. I don't know who these guys are.
The show was more of a procedural,
right?
And it's like all the tension's kind of over, except for some people pop up that hate the aliens.
Right.
I knew the show first. I watched the show. I thought it was just a show that was on for a decade. Turns out it's a season.
It's one season and like 8 TV
Four. It
movies.
was like
Yeah,
4 TV movies.
something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of TV
I
movies.
thought it was just a huge show, and
Can you
everyone was
imagine?
watching it.
Can you imagine if like because like there's fan bases out there that are really cultish and like really small. Who's the Alien Nation fan?
Apparently,
Like,
just me.
like who's the guy that's like, I own every single episode of the show, I have every single TV movie, and I have the theatrical movie, I have the movie poster in my room,
Oh, not
I have
into it that hard. No.
I have an autograph copy of the cast from the film from Jimmy Kahn. I have Mandy Patinkin's foreskin head from the costume.
They're
It's
talking about the movie.
Yeah, like an Uber fan, like some like a nutty Star Wars guy, but it's Alien Nation. Like,
No, but
who's that guy?
it's kind of like being really into Tremors in its sequels.
Yeah, but that exists. There's people out
Yes.
there that probably think Tremors is the greatest franchise in history.
But instead, it's one really good movie, one stupid fun movie, and then
Right.
the rest of the
It's
garbage.
shit.
The second movie I like more,
Yeah,
but I
right.
definitely understand that the first movie's better.
right,
I just like the fun of the second movie.
right, and it's like a straight to video movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
it's
so
not-
much. I
it's
watched that
not-
one a lot.
Not Kevin Bacon either. It's
No.
Michael Gross, right?
It's Michael Gross and it's Fred.
Fred Ward is in it. Okay,
Fred Ward's movie, pretty much.
so he's in it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like Fred Ward. So
So I watched the second one a bunch, and then I saw the first one.
really
And
interesting.
I was like, "Oh wow, okay, so it's
Okay,
a
there you
serious
go.
movie.
Yeah.
It's way more serious than the second one."
Fred Ward, rest in power.
Rest in power. Kevin Bacon showing his dick anymore. Rest in power.
He's not showing his dick anymore.
I don't think he's gonna.
He can't afford to because he was part of that. What's his name?
Jeffrey Epstein Island.
No, he got
Okay.
he got millions of dollars. He got scammed on him from what's his name? The guy from New York, the money guy. What was his name?
Freeman Banks.
No, it was
Bernie Madoff.
Bernie Madoff. Yeah, Madoff fucked him up.
Was that?
Which is-
I don't think that was Kevin Bacon. I think that was Kira. I think it's
Well,
White
both
guy.
of them. Yeah, either one. They lost like half their fortune because
Yeah.
they invested it with him, and he fucked it all up, and that's why he had to do a bunch of TV shows.
You know what's
to
sad
fucking
is
make his
when I
money
have
back.
to go down a list of people who scam other people for money. And I
Yeah,
don't get it until the third one.
yeah. Well, it's 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
6
I already
degrees
got
of
there.
fraud.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I should feel proud of myself.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Tremors though yet.
No, we'll get
Yet.
to there eventually.
Yeah, it's okay. So, is this the first time you watched it like straight through, or
No, I've seen it straight through many times.
okay?
Yeah, and I've seen this movie a number of times. I enjoy it. I just, for some reason, I don't know why, but I like the chemistry between Mandy Patinkin and Jimmy Kahn. I think it's a fun cop movie, but it's like an alien. It's just such a weird twist on the genre.
They
And this is
both are so fun to watch together.
Yeah, no, they're good.
It makes
they
the
take
movie.
it seriously. Like they're not like jerking off. And even now, I guess like you read the IMDb trivia on this movie, and somebody brought it up to Jimmy Kahn like 20 years later. He goes,
I saw
"Oh
that.
yeah, that movie. Yeah, it's not a great movie, but I liked working with Mandy. But other than that, I mean, I don't know.
I like that he starts off by going, "Why the fuck are you bringing that movie up?"
Why you bring
Guy
that
has
one
to
up?
go,
Yeah.
A lot of people are fans. For one, I am a fan. And he goes,
Yeah, I'm a fan.
"Oh, all right, yeah, I liked working with Mandy."
Yeah, because I don't think that the director really didn't do anything else.
British dude.
You have some British guy, and you look at his credits, and like there's he disappears like after 1999
Graham Baker.
or something. Yeah, I mean he's never done nothing,
Excuse
I
me,
mean, he
sir.
just-
He directed the Beowulf movie from '99.
and that's it. Like that was the last thing he ever did.
One episode of Amazing Stories.
There you go.
Yeah, the guy didn't work.
No, so I mean, and this movie wasn't like a bomb. It did okay. Like for a movie, I think it was like a $60 million movie. It made 50 or 42 million, so it doubled its money. Like it probably did okay. I mean, it's not like a bomb. And it's
Well-
not a bad movie. I love Terrence Stamp, who's the bad guy.
Until
the
it's
main-
not Terrence Stamp as the bad
Well,
guy, but it's the bad
be-
guy still on screen.
Because the
That
bad
was
guy
distracting as hell.
is a animatronic.
Yes. And they also had an
And-
actor that did the transition.
Well, yeah,
There. It was
Because
some
Terrence-
other guy.
this Terrence Stamp said, "I'm not doing that. I'm not putting makeup on. Fuck you. I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
Good for him. He has his principles.
Yeah, he'll stand in the driveway and yell at people.
I'm fucking coming.
Yes. That scene is just Terrence Stamp to me. Anyway,
Yeah, I love that movie.
it's yeah, it's my first time watching the movie. I watched the show a bunch as a kid, never like obsessively, but I liked watching it. I was more interested of what the fuck is this,
Right.
and the weird alien heads, because I was in the Star Trek already,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's an easy transition,
Right.
and I never quite grasped the what the show was, because I didn't realize the setup was in the movie. So it
Right.
might explain why I didn't understand what was happening.
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't like a show I watched every week from beginning to end, because you didn't do that back then. You just didn't.
No.
So I'm kind of curious about going back now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
It's just a cheap show. Because I watched how many shows have I watched off movies that we watched? Like, oh, there's a little quick
Oh,
series.
sure. Yeah.
I'll sit there and watch it. Like, I
Yeah.
watched that fucking what was that? John Carpenter.
Oh, the movie that he did, the TV movie.
Show.
Right.
The alien
Uh,
one.
Not Starman.
Starman. I watched that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, the show. Yeah.
I'll watch it. I don't care. I just because I'll watch it like here and there. So I'd be curious to catch up on this and see if it actually tracks the movie or if it kind of starts over or what.
So were you disappointed that Quantum Leap got canceled by NBC today?
Oh, good. I don't know. I watched the original series.
The new Quantum Leap got canceled to even make a season.
The Asian dude's gone.
I'm retarded.
So what they should do is when they announce their new show, they have the guy from this Quantum Leap transfer into that body, and then that's the pilot episode, and then it's just a continuation of Quantum Leap, and that guy gets paid.
Exactly.
That's how that guy keeps the residual checks coming in.
Well, I mean, I don't think. I think NBC just did not think he had the commitment to Sparkle Motion.
Sometimes I doubt your commitment to Sparkle Motion.
I knew you were doing something, but I don't
Bring
know why
that back.
that you're looking at a clip.
I love that part.
I thought you just got sidetracked by something behind it.
Sparkle Motion.
Sparkle Motion. The
Poor,
best part is the
poor,
cracking in her voice.
poor Quantum Leap. They couldn't commit to Sparkle Motion.
Yeah. Who fucking watched? It's like Hawaii 5-0, the remake gets canceled. Who cares?
Hawaii 5-0 was on for 12 seasons.
Yes, and if it got canceled, who cares?
Well, I know. I think it did get canceled. It's not on anymore.
But like all those shows that Magnum PI that came back and that got quickly canceled.
No, that's still on.
No way.
It's still on.
See? Nobody fucking knows.
It's still on. Yeah, because I saw it during football. I was like, that show's still fucking on? What the fuck? I thought that was over.
They're making a Fall Guy movie.
I know. That's so bad.
What is every 80s thing has to have a goddamn tie-in now.
And that's going to be a bomb. That movie's not going to do anything.
I would say this is off topic, but it's not because we're talking about a movie that had a show and then several TV movies made after it.
Well, absolutely. And it ties into, well, actually, this kind of ties into the Burbs because I think they tried to do a spin-off on that for a TV show.
They didn't.
I feel like that's like a failed pilot somewhere. They did the Burbs, but a sitcom, and probably one actor guest starred in it. It's probably that, what's his name?
Promise Hayden Church. I can
probably, yeah.
The pilot in the Tom Hanks role,
and it was written by
I don't know why
Charlie Kaufman wrote it.
Oh God!
Back in his sitcom writing days.
So then he goes back in his house, and suddenly it's his childhood home. And what?
And everybody's a puppet.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Alienation. It's my first time actually watching it. I've seen when I say normally I've seen bits and pieces here and there. Not so much with this one.
Right.
Like in our last one we talked about Peggy Sue. That's like I watched 20 minutes at a time. This one I like seeing a scene here.
Right.
Because I went out of my way to what is this? And I looked up the scene. Like I didn't see any of the actual movie, which is kind of rare for things that I'm aware of. And I just never heard anyone talk about this movie. And I've always loved the show for some fucking reason. And I'm glad I watched this movie because it was a really good buddy cop movie. and it clips along at a good pace. It doesn't feel long. It's funny. James Caan is surprisingly very funny in this movie. And Megan
Yeah.
Bacon is great.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just they have a great pairing. There's a good chemistry there. It
I
just
would
works.
watch the. I wish the series was these two guys.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But
And I love that scene where you have to go. They're trying to find that suspect, and he goes, "We gotta go to Slag. Which one of you slags is Art?
Yeah.
Who wants to know?"
Oh, it's
It's a character actor from all those movies.
It's Matt. What's his name?
I can't remember his name, but he's always a character actor. He's in He's in X-Files. He's in a bunch of shit.
X-Files. He was in that first movie that we did on B Movie Battle. Hired for Death. Hired for
Right.
something.
He's in Cobra. He's in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, it's Matt something. Let me look it up.
Yeah, he's
one of my favorite episodes of X-Files, though.
Yeah, he's a good character actor.
Oh, Brian Thompson. Sorry, Brian Thompson reminds me of Matt Damon. That's how I got there. He has the Matt Damon face.
Matt Damon. Brian Thompson. I feel like Brian Thompson is on the Kids in the Hall. That's not Brian Thompson. That's the other one. Dave, or who's Thompson?
Dave Foley?
Oh, no, the other one. Scott Thompson. Yeah.
No, he just reminds. You can't say this guy doesn't look like a cousin of Matt Damon.
Right. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I never thought I'd confuse his name with it just because he looks like him.
Like I love that scene when like you show how big he is, and like Chris and Jimmy Conn's trying to intimidate him. He just like throws it in his face, and then Tinkin talks to him, and he goes, "Yeah, you're caught," because they were on the ship. They were on the ships together when they were getting unloaded, and he goes, "You're a cop, suits you."
Yeah.
I like that part. Which is like, he's a punk ass kid, but at the same time, he's like, he still has respect for him.
That was his character name.
Yeah, Porter. Yeah. Which one of you slags is Porter?
I like that my favorite part of that scene is Jimmy Caan's like, we're going to go in here. Let me do the talking. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
He's going to be all smooth and immediately kicks the door down and essentially says, "Hey, N-words, which one of you is Porter?"
Right. Yeah. Which one of you N-words is Porter?
And you hear basically you should hear record scratches because everyone, and it looks like a gay bar because it's all dudes. They all look down like, you hear one guy in the back, "Who's fucking asking?"
Who wants to know?
He was in Hired to Kill. That's our in the first episode of B Movie Battle.
Wow.
He's the main character. He plays the action hero. Fun, stupid movie, but he was also in Alien Nation, the TV show, for an episode. So he's
good. Full circle. You got another check out of that.
Yeah. Fright Night Part 2 as well.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I don't think I've seen Fright Night Part 2.
Oh, really? Star Trek Generations. How about that?
I've seen that.
He played a Klingon.
Yeah, he did. I think he's been a Klingon a few times.
4 episodes of Buffy. I also know him from that.
Yeah.
X-Files. He was in. Oh God, his first one is the one I like. Colony. He's in the alien invasion storyline.
Yeah, he was one of the alien mythology storyline.
I like him in that. Star Trek Enterprise.
Great character.
The dude works. He's in. He's in the Tragedy of Macbeth, the Coen Brothers movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
He's not a bad actor by any stretch.
Holy shit!
He's just an unusual looking man because he has ridiculous jaw. Not Robert Zadar big, but huge.
No, Robert Zadar, his chin killed him because he's no longer with us. So
his looks like a softball catcher's mitt.
Yeah, Robert Zadar looks like a fucking that toy from the 80s, the Mad Ball. Those Mad Ball toys. That's what Zadar was. He's just an ugly Mad Ball.
I downloaded a Robert Zadar movie.
Oh God,
Ari Shamir, one of his movies, and he's just with this lady with a tits the size of a head. His head's like, oh, I'm like, oh, poor both of them. Oh, poor.
Oh, you just got Zadar'd.
And she's like, I'm so sorry, you just touched all my herpy areas.
Oh, that's like a red letter to me. Not for this movie, sweetie. No, don't do it for this movie.
No, she definitely wanted to show him.
Oh,
it was a big fake, like she moved and it was like, it wasn't a jiggle, it was a.
Jesus.
It's like moving a shelf. Yeah.
Oh God.
Anyway,
that's so awful.
So I didn't like that Jimmy Caan was wearing that disgusting cutoff sleeve Dallas Cowboy shirt the first half of the movie. I was so glad when he changed that.
Yeah, it's crazy. He didn't have it for quite a long time.
After the opening scene, he wears it until the halfway point.
Right. You know that smell too. That just stinks so bad.
Yeah, especially when they go and drink all night long.
Yeah. But I like the movie because like it's interesting. It has like again setup and payoff. What I kind of liked about it was I wish they would have tied, or I wish M. Night Shyamalan would tie signs into this movie because his aliens didn't like water either. Because of this movie, the aliens can't go into salt water. It's like acid.
Yeah, that was
interesting.
I was thinking of signs during that where I'm like, then why go to Earth?
Well, because they crashed. They didn't mean to go to Earth. They crashed on Earth. That's why. Yeah, they didn't plan.
Maybe
they didn't plan on landing.
Maybe we should rewatch the opening because my kid was screaming. I couldn't quite hear the opening.
Yeah, because they say basically they crashed on Earth.
Didn't they say it kind of sounded like the opening, or sorry, the ending rather of To Serve Man, Twilight Zone, where like they were kidnapping people and eating them?
No,
what the fuck is this?
No, that's not in this movie. No.
Okay, I'm gonna replay that because but I do want to show this because this is after the day they have a whole day together. He wakes up, they go to this fancy ass ceremony.
Right, yeah.
And he's still wearing the goddamn Dallas Cowboy shirt.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Excuse me.
Still wearing it.
William
Oh my god. Let me play the intro because I'm curious. All right. So the city of Los Angeles, 1991, they have landed. Now they are among us. The newscaster really sets up the movie.
Right, yeah.
That was the scene in California's Mojave Desert 3 years ago today. The historic first view.
I'm going to turn off the video just when we get shut off for this and just play the audio.
The newcomer ship upon its dramatic arrival. These newcomers, we soon learned, were a genetically engineered race adapted for hard labor in almost any environmental condition. In effect, their ship was a slave ship, washed ashore on Earth with no way to get back to where they came from. Now that civil liberties attorneys have successfully lobbied for the newcomers' release from quarantine, what are the reactions among the communities where they've settled?
Why do we have to take them? Why can't they?
Got it. Okay. I completely misheard that yesterday.
Right, yeah.
And my kids were going, and I was like, just started the movie. And for some reason, when I watch a movie with subtitles, the kids are quiet.
Yeah.
Watch it without subtitles, they just want to talk. And,
what are you doing, Dad?
Yeah, so this movie I watched from my computer, so I didn't have subtitles. So
what?
Ollie he's a new
Look at his head, Dad. Is that an alien nation, Dad?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have subtitles? What a shame, old man.
How's Manny Patinkin doing?
If you misheard this entire intro and were confused the rest of the movie.
He loves the Cowboys, doesn't he, Dad?
You hate that team, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. No, but then as soon as this intro, the exposition's over, like, okay. I thought I heard they took literally the ending of To Serve Man, where they were showing up, taking people back to their home planet and killing them and eating them.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Right, yeah.
Maybe that's what I wanted to hear. I don't know.
Maybe that's what happened in the show. Or in the shows, the further episode, the TV movies you watch. Maybe that's what happened.
But I was like, holy shit. And then they're back with it.
No,
now it makes more sense that they weren't doing that.
Right, yeah.
Because I was like, why are they allowed here?
Yeah. But that's what I like about the movie, too, is because like, it goes back to like that idea of like how they're all slaves. They were basically slaves for this master race of aliens somewhere else. And they said like the drug was what they used for us to work. The more you worked, the more you got the drug. The more you took the drug, the more you worked. He goes, my best friend died because of this shit. And Manny Patinkin hates it because he has a reason to hate it. And hardcore Terrence Stamp is bringing it back for his people because he knows that's going to be the big money maker. Hey, even aliens become drug lords in the future in LA. LA ruins every human being and alien. They just come in. They become criminals.
Ending.
Yes,
reminding me of Super Shredder.
It's fantastic. Love it.
And that's all I could think of during that scene.
And Manny Patinkin gets to save him. has to save him by putting his hand in the water and bringing Jimmy Kahn up to save his life.
And in Ninja Turtles 2, Shredder puts his hand up.
Yeah, and he
He
just
gets
goes,
pulled out by
"Oh."
and he makes Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's right. Right. No, it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, I thought no, he made them.
It was
I'm saying.
no, it was the other. It was some other two in the movie. Unless that's the other movie. That's not Secret of the Ooze, is it?
Yeah, Secret of the Ooze in the beginning when he saves him.
It wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady.
I thought he made him after that.
No, it's other characters. It's like
other characters.
It's like Scar and something else. It's not Bebop. They couldn't afford to make Bebop and Rocksteady for the movie. They just did generic characters that kind of looked like them but weren't them. As a kid, I didn't like the Turtle movies. For some reason they just didn't strike. They didn't connect with me. A lot of people love those movies. I just don't get it.
I mean, it was terrible, but it was Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's their that's not their names.
I didn't know their names were different. I just assumed.
Yeah. No, yeah, they're not. It's not Bebop and Rocksteady. It's
it makes more sense because it looks nothing like him. But I just
no, it's
the early version.
No, yeah, it's the we couldn't get the like rights, I think, so we came up with these guys.
How does the cartoon based on your first movie not give you rights to the character?
I don't know. I don't think they could do it really.
But they got Vanilla Ice. That's all that mattered.
Oh, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Ice.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
And so on.
Fantastic. And then on top of good Alienation, good cop buddy movie, but then at the next movie here that we have no connection to, The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
Are we moving along already? I
think so. We're almost 27 minutes in.
That we'd split it at the half hour mark.
Well, I think we can do that too.
Okay.
Do you have anything else to say about Alienation, or?
I mean, we got to give scores.
Oh, I give it a 7. I always think it was 7.
I gave it a 7 as well.
It's a solid 7. I
don't know why, because I originally gave it a 6, and I'm like,
yeah, it grows on you.
I liked the more I thought about their relationship together. Right. Who doesn't like a good buddy cop movie?
Yeah.
This is definitely up there because some of them you're like, oh, I don't give a shit about any of these people.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Like my favorite buddy cop movies are like Bad Boys and 48 Hours and
Bulletproof,
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Just the third one. Aquel. He's the buddy. He's the buddy in the buddy cop in that movie.
Oh my god. No, it's Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave. Sarge. Sounds like
no, you're singing like Sarge, like a detergent. Sarge.
Just wait until I'm in the fourth one. Why are we doing that?
Oh god, Bronson Pinochet needs a paycheck. That's why. The Burbs.
Yeah, but Eddie Murphy won't.
The Burbs was my movie. Let me change the background.
And I love the Burbs. The Burbs is I love this movie unabashedly. I've always loved the Burbs.
Yes.
I think the first time I saw the Burbs was in a hotel room in San Francisco, 1990. I think it was on Spectravision. It was like the pay-per-view movie, and my parents, we bought it to watch it in the hotel room. That's where I first saw the Burbs.
I like that you know my first question every time, so you just win for it.
Yeah.
That saves me time.
Yeah. What about you? Did you see this in theaters?
No, didn't see it in theaters. No. This is one I've watched my entire life. It was one I started watching because I would always catch like a segment of it. One of those I didn't watch like all the way through the first time. I would like start with them in the backyard, like find the bones. And I'm like, what is this?
This is Walter.
Finally, like 6 years later, I still a kid. I finally saw the whole movie, and I'm like, this movie's fucking great. Like, why is this not talked about? And I still feel that way to this day.
Yeah, well, I don't think Tom Hanks likes this movie. I think Tom Hanks has a lot of power over this movie.
Don't care about. He
prevents this from. I think that's what he did. He doesn't like this movie for some reason. I think he feels like this movie's beneath him.
In spite of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
Because I was telling my wife, or she watched it with me and she liked it a lot, and I was like,
Did she ever see it before?
no. I
Had
was
she
like,
never seen it before? Never heard of it?
I think Tom Hanks feels this is his movie, but as an audience member, honestly, it's Bruce Dern's movie.
Right. Yeah.
All
Exactly.
his scenes are my favorite scenes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Soldier's
also that
Way
one guy,
saves the day.
the one guy, yeah, the one guy from Groundhog Day also feels like it's his movie.
Bruce, I can't remember if it's Bruce something. What's his name in this movie?
I'll look it up, but it
something.
feels like every character.
I always
thinks they're the
forget.
character. That's what makes it work. Because Corey Feldman looks directly in camera.
Corey Feldman
It
thinks
says,
it's his movie too. Yeah,
I love this street.
I love the street. I got the pizza, dude. And you know who that kid he's talking to is one of our favorite character actor, this Nicky Cat. One of Nicky Cat's early role. Hey man, I gotta go to work at 11:30. Hey man, piss off.
And I thought his shirt said Cats, Katz, but it says Skates.
Okay,
I thought he was wearing a shirt with his own last name. I'm like, that is ballsy.
he's smart. He knows.
Yeah, but then no, it says Skates, some skate brand. But
That's hilarious. That's funny.
yeah, it's got the stupidity of a '90s movie.
I feel like it should be a Mike Judge movie.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's very
You're
Mike
right.
Judgy, which is weird because he has nothing to do with it. It's Joe Dante.
It's Joe
Out of
Dante.
all the guys in the world, this is a Joe Dante movie.
It's one of the 3 Joe Dante movies I really love.
Yeah,
And the rest I haven't seen. I was looking through his IMDb and I'm like, I want to watch Inner Space all the way.
Inner Space is fun.
I've seen a lot of Inner Space because it used to be on Comedy Central all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I've never actually sat there and watched it from beginning to end.
Right.
So I put it on the list.
That's a good one.
And then some other his movies I haven't seen, but I've only seen a lot of his modern stuff is just fucking straight up garbage.
Well, he like what John Horace said, his DP, he wants to do cartoons. Like that's what he wants. He likes cartoons. That's all he likes. He wants to do cartoon movies.
He did cartoon movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what he did, and he never wants to. Like, he doesn't want to get away from that.
No, but
Like,
then he did that
that's
Corey Feldman horror short I told you about.
Right.
With Tony Todd, and it was unwatchable.
Wow.
It was like a 8 to 10 episode like mini, and they kind of tied them together like a web shorts. It was
was this on the internet or was this before?
You can find it on YouTube, I think, and it's
like in the 80s.
Corey Feldman is the main character. He's dead. He plays the main character like a musician and invites a bunch of people there. You remember that episode of Inside Number 9, the Oregon one, where the artist invites all these people here?
Right. Yeah.
That it kind of felt like that, only they're in a house, and then Corey Feldman shows up as a literal zombie and starts killing them one by one, and it was unwatchable. And I'm like, 3 of my favorite comedies, or 2 of my favorite comedies, Gremlins isn't a comedy. The second one is though. I'd say Gremlins 2 and The Burbs are in my top 20 for comedies, straight up comedies.
Right. Oh, sure. Yeah.
Gremlins 1 is not really a comedy.
Well, Gremlins 1 is more of a movie.
Yeah.
Gremlins 2 is like what this is like.
It's
madness.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
It's you like that first one? Fuck you. Hope you like this one. And then I like you. Most people like Evil Dead 2 more.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Same thing with Gremlins. If you're into the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just strange that the man has such a varied career.
Yeah.
It's how do you describe this one? It's a blend of genres. It's got Hitchcock. It's got Fright Night in it. It's got paranoia. Yeah. It's got comedy. It's got a little bit of drama. Mostly, it's just paranoia and comedy and freakouts. It's got a blend of different genres with the filmmaking. Like when they scream, when the dog finds the bone and they hold it up and they're like, "This could be his femur bone." Oh, right. And the camera starts.
Yeah.
Back and forth, and then all of a sudden the guy interrupts them. They're like, "Oh!" They kind of snap back to reality, and like you said, it's cartoony. Like the man wants to make a cartoon. It's clearly in that scene.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And this is another movie too that my family we quote a lot.
Yeah,
we have a lot of quotes for this movie. One of them being, "All the stuff's going to end up at a thrift store anyway. What does it matter? What does it matter? All the stuff's going to end up at a thrift store anyway." Or
that's when they find they go break into his house and they think he's dead. Yeah. So.
What if I go to the bathroom, like he fell down and his cracked up, his blood everywhere? Just don't touch anything, all right?
Oh, here's that
And
scene.
Tom Hanks takes his pipe out of his hand. He's trying to take it. There's this.
A femur just happens to be a human thigh bone, Ray.
Did he skim off a chicken or something?
Wait, how do you know that?
Biology 101. I mean, look at the size of this thing.
Skim off a chicken?
It's dramatic framing
Yeah.
while doing comedy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He perfectly blends comedy with the like,
This is almost a Robert Zemeckis shot.
I was gonna say a Spielberg.
Well, because where Robert Zemeckis does that thing where they go back and forth.
Yeah.
In a lot of his movies, they do that play around.
It reminds me of a shot from Indiana Jones.
Sure, it could. He's really using that frame.
And then it turns into this.
You think this came off a chicken or something? Where the hell did Vince get this?
He dug it up from underneath the fence.
The wind.
Ray. Ray, there's no doubt anymore. This is real. Your neighbors are murdering people. They're chopping them up.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was closer to what I was going for here, but
They're burying them in their backyard.
Here it is.
yeah, it's just perfect. It's stupid. You see the big satellite dish I had in my backyard as a kid?
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
We changed the channel.
Yep. Hey, we ever watch HBO 2, you gotta go to WX5. Dung, 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 dung.
Hit the SKU button.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Ray, this is Walter.
And he stops.
How do you?
That's hilarious.
That should be out of the stupidest movie ever, but tied into this one, it's so perfect.
It works. It works with like it just for some reason the concept of the movie and just the characters and everybody works. It fits like that. But I guess Tom Hanks and that guy did not get along.
I don't
on
blame
that movie.
For once, I'm going to side with Tom Hanks here. I don't think
you don't like that guy.
That dude either. He seems
Really?
like a lot.
You don't like the fact that he came into their house, he's eating dog food, eating all their food.
No, he's a sitcom neighbor. That's the joke.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's the other line. Oh, we got birds. Oh yeah, big bastards too. I'm gonna pop a few of them with a gun. That's one of our go-to lines. Big bastards too.
Put the gun away.
Art's got a gun.
He's out there and he misses and he shoots the light outside of
Yeah.
Hank's house right above his head.
Oh hey Ray,
Yeah.
what you guys eating in there? He does that scene though.
It cuts to
he's eating
immediately
everything.
He's inside eating their food because he
And
says
he's
that line.
eating everything. But did you notice that part where Carrie Fisher has the bowl of food and he takes his hand, he takes a chunk of it out, and he goes, ugh, and it's the dog food. The dog food eats out of it and just take it directly to the dog. It's a good sight gag. Yeah, go to that scene. It's hilarious.
It's one of those movies you can just catch something.
Yeah,
because everyone is so fucking committed.
There's some good sight gags in that. Which it took me about 10 years to find that part out. Because I was watching that movie. Because why did he make that face? Oh, it's dog food. Because she gives it when he's sitting at the kitchen table eating.
Oh, so got it. Okay.
He's got the pineapple. He's eating the pancakes, the sausage. He's eating the leftover eggs.
He goes to the fridge, grabs a full pineapple.
And ribs. All the ribs. It's so ridiculous. He's just eating everything. It's fucking great.
And that's the part of the joke of it's the sitcom neighbor. Let's take this to 10.
Right. Yeah. The guest who won't leave.
And that's
his wife is out of town, which makes him worse.
I cannot find this. It must be very early on. Damn.
It's early. It's in the beginning. It's toward the beginning.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's right after he shoots the bird.
Yeah, here it is. Okay, I found it.
Yeah, watch this.
Okay, so she's just carrying a random bowl.
Yeah, watch.
Big week for the bachelor kid. Uh-huh. How come you're not at work, right?
Yeah, good bit.
That's like a fucking Leslie Nielsen should be in this scene here.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's just it's like at first like, why
Dr.
did you make
Zabra.
that face? Oh, it's dog food. That's funny.
Uh,
Look at that! Look at that background. That's like such a fucking 80s house.
Oh yeah, that looks
That,
American.
oh my god, that totally those
Plants.
fake plants. I remember that shit. Oh god,
They look like they're water because someone puts a glue on them.
Shit, you couldn't sell at a yard sale to save your life. That crap. Like, oh my god, what an era.
But goddamn, this movie is a character actor haven.
Yes,
Henry Gibson.
Yeah.
I do want to mention the wife.
Yes.
Bruce
Dern's wife.
Bruce Dern's wife. Yes, Wendy Shaw. Who, of course, I can't not mention that she's the voice of Francine on American Dad.
Oh, is she really? Okay.
Yes, and she got that role because Seth MacFarlane is also a huge fan of this movie.
Oh, okay. Good for her.
And then I saw that Tom Hanks sent everyone sunglasses after the movie wrapped. And he sent her a note, and he goes, "I don't quite know what you did in this movie. Thanks. Nice working with you." He just didn't understand what she was doing with her performance. And I'm like, "You didn't really do much. What are you talking about?"
She's just there. She's just there. She's the wife.
She's there.
No tan line
for Corey Feldman to look up her butthole at. That's it.
No tan lines, Mrs. Okay, what's his name? Brumsfield. Hey man, piss off. Hey, Ricky, get this lame-o out of your yard. That's not what we use. Lame-o. Get this lame-o out of your yard.
And I love the fact that it felt like Corey Feldman walked out of the movie Airheads. Like he felt a little ahead of his time because he wasn't. The 80s, he would be like
this is
smoking,
like
stoned.
Yeah, like this is the only movie where I actually like him in it.
Oh, really?
Like other movies, I don't care for him. Even then, he's the kid. He's an annoying little kid in that movie. He's a kid actor. I'm not a Goonies person. I don't really like the Goonies that much. It's fine.
It's very overrated.
It's over. Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of it. I never was. I'm not a Gremlins. I'm not the biggest Gremlins guy. I like Gremlins 2, but Gremlins 1 is fine. Like I enjoy it, but I've seen it once. I don't really need to see it multiple times.
Well, you're gonna watch them soon because Gremlins 1 and 2 are gonna come up here.
Well, it makes sense. It's fine. I'll watch them. I like them. I enjoyed them, but it's just not a movie. It's not like a go-to movie for me. I just I've seen them. I don't need to see them again.
I think you and I are more aligned to Gremlins 2 because it takes the piss out of the Gremlins 1, and it's Evil Dead 2. It's the exact same thing. Just here's a joke version of the movie we just made.
Right.
I don't want to make another one. Why are you making me make another one?
Right. Yeah. It's a movie that would never be made today. I mean, there's no fucking way this movie would ever. Gremlins 2, you're never going to see a movie like that ever again. Ever. It's not going to happen.
No.
Because nobody would give anybody that much freedom to do a movie like that.
I'm amazed they did back then, honestly.
Well, yeah. Because I think they just didn't know what else to do.
Well,
how do you do a sequel to Gremlins?
He was taking the piss out of him because he went around the writer's room and went, "All right, what stupid bullshit can we come up with a different Gremlins?"
Right.
So
exactly.
Ridiculous. So that's what they had, like the what's the guy, inside the actor studio guy, Gremlin.
Oh, right, the Tony Randall of Gremlin. He did the voice of it.
Well, they had that, and they had
I think it's the Mind. He's
the movie review guy reviewing the first Gremlin.
Leonard Maltin.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he actually gives the same review. He didn't like Gremlins 1.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's a meta joke. Like Gremlins 2 is way ahead of its time. It's it's a genius
movie. It is, and so is Burbs.
Right. No, I would agree. I think so.
And that's why I'm talking so much about a movie we didn't review, is because they're very similar.
And they're very close.
How he got from Burbs to Gremlins 2.
As Burbs and Gremlins 2 is what, 1990?
Yeah, it's right after this.
It's right after this.
I think it was his next movie.
Because this movie, I don't think did that great at the box office. I don't think this was like a smash hit.
It did well.
It did okay.
It did well because Tom Hanks just won the Academy Award. That's the only reason it made money.
No, he didn't win the Academy Award yet. He didn't win the Academy Award until 93.
For
Philadelphia.
Sorry, nominated for Big.
Yeah, Big. I think he did Big right before this movie.
Big, but it got delayed for the writer's strike, and then
that's
they
why
put that out after.
Yeah,
and that's why this movie made money. I read a whole thing about
probably
it.
Why. Well, that's probably why he has a career, because if this came out first, he would have gotten big. I think that big
Ironic.
saved his ass. That's how that works.
Are you saying big or big?
Yeah,
The movie or
big. The movie or the planet?
I have a love-hate with Tom Hanks. I love him as a comedic actor. I do not like him that much as a dramatic actor.
Really interesting.
What dramatic movie
Well,
did
I
he do
mean-
that fucking blew you away?
I thought he was fine. Well, yeah, I don't think I've ever been blown away by him. I like
Yeah,
like
he's
him.
fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's
I like him
serviceable.
too, but
Yeah.
he at one point he went, "Fuck these comedies," and I'm like, "But you're
Right,
so
yeah.
fucking good at them."
Yeah.
The Money Pit, Bachelor Party. He's so good at those movies.
Well,
and then
he also did that sitcom for a long time, which he probably
Bosom
hated.
Buddies.
Bosom Buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I can imagine
that
hating
was
that.
of
yeah.
its time. Yeah, that was interesting.
But I just feel
What other? I'm trying to think,
go ahead.
because one could argue, like, what has he done? Like, he hasn't really done a comedy in a long time, really. Maybe, I mean, That Thing You Do is not really a comedy, is it? Oh, it's goof. It's kind of funny. He wrote and directed
The
that.
movie is kind of funny, but his performance is not funny.
No, the Terminal List, would that be a comedy?
Terminal? No.
Or The Terminal, that
Terminal,
movie?
I hate that fucking movie.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
I
Fuck,
didn't know
that
why-
movie's got a ton of people in it, though.
It does.
The Terminal.
No, it's
I'm kind of shocked how many people are in there. I'm like, oh my god, they're in this movie.
but it's
I
a
remember
movie I
that.
couldn't get past the singular fact of why the fuck does Stanley Tucci care so much of this guy's here?
Right, exactly.
He's just like evil for no reason. The guy cannot
Yeah.
control his fate here.
right.
It's a very unique situation. He should be like just making friends with him because fuck it.
I want to rape you and watch you.
But instead, he's like, I'm gonna go full on evil on this guy.
I'm gonna get your wife, bring her in here. I'm gonna cut off her thread and throw it at you, because I don't know why, but I'm sick.
That's all I can never get past that in that movie.
Right? Yeah, that's a good point.
But
What a waste! A waste
I-
of Stanley Tucci.
I should mention I haven't seen a Tom Hanks movie since I can't even tell you. Honestly, the last movie.
I haven't seen his postmodern work. I haven't anything after. Oh God, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
Maybe the Terminal, because the Terminal's 2004. Go through the Tom Hanks movies at post 2004.
I am right now.
See, might have
Okay, new
Da
movie.
Vinci Code.
It's probably the first Da Vinci Code movie that I've seen last. I'll go through his
Yeah,
movies in order, and you let me know if you've seen one. Asteroid City.
No.
Actually, his first is Freaky Tales. I don't know what the fuck that is. Asteroid City, A Man Called Otto,
Nope. Didn't see that.
Pinocchio,
No.
Elvis,
I saw half of it. His performance is ridiculous.
Finch,
I did not see Finch.
News of the World,
Nope. Did not see that one.
Borat, subsequent movie film.
I think we saw that.
He just plays himself. Greyhound,
I did not see Greyhound.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
No, I did not see that one.
I did see the next movie, but it's just his voice. Toy Story 4. I'm not including that. It's not a Tom Hanks movie.
Right.
The Circle,
No.
Inferno,
Half of it, most of it. I saw it in pieces.
Sully.
Saw it. I've seen that.
Okay, so 2016 is when you drop off.
Yeah.
And I love Clint Eastwood. I have not seen Sully. This is
It's
how like
boring.
kind of anti-Tom Hanks I got.
Yeah, it's boring. There's nothing to it.
I'm gonna keep going. A Hologram for the King. Didn't see it.
No.
Ithaca. No.
No.
Bridge of Spies. No.
Yes, saw that. Seen that.
Okay. Savior
Not a
Mr.
bad
Banks-
movie.
Savior Mr. Banks. No.
I did see that one.
Captain Phillips. No.
I did see that.
Cloud Atlas.
On.
No.
I did see that one. I hate it. I hate Cloud Atlas.
Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close. No.
Saw some of it. It's a retard movie.
Larry Crown. No.
No, I didn't see that one.
Beyond. No, it's not. That's a TV show. Angels and Demons. No.
Beyonce.
The Great Buck Howard. No. Charlie Wilson's War. No. Da Vinci.
I saw that.
The Da Vinci Code. So it was 2006. It's been almost 20 years.
Yep. Charlie Wilson War is actually not a bad movie because Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it.
Yeah,
and he's the best part of the movie.
And it's
an Aaron Sorkin script, so it's a good movie. Tom
Wilson's
worth watching.
Movies. Like some of my favorite movies before that, but I got so bored with him.
I would say Captain Phillips. Actually, honestly, the end of Captain Phillips, he does have a great performance. Okay. That was probably the last time I was kind of like in awe of his acting, because there's a scene like it's the end of the movie and he's getting checked up by the medical personnel because he just got out of a big stressful terrorist event, and he just breaks down. He just breaks down, starts crying, and it's so real and it's so well done. You're just like, okay, this is I can believe Tom Hanks is a good actor in this.
Yeah, he's definitely a good actor. It's just one of those guys where like I see the plot of his movie or what it's about, and I'm like, no. The only one I've been kind of curious about is The Man Called Otto, the new one.
Right.
Because I kind of like the asshole older guy, just kind of because they're gonna do the comeuppance and the.
Well, did you see The Last Angry Man in Brooklyn or whatever?
No.
That Ron Williams movie, the last one he did before he died. Yes, that's the same thing. Maybe it's the same movie.
Okay.
I'm the last angry man in Brooklyn.
I thought he was in The Post, but I guess not.
No, he's in The Post.
I didn't read that off, did I?
Yeah, he's in it. No, you didn't. He's in The Post. Yeah, he's in that. I didn't see it. Again, that's a Steven Spielberg movie. Like it's like read Steven Spielberg movies. The last 20 movies, I don't think I've seen the last 5 of them because I could give a shit. Steven Spielberg does nothing for me anymore.
I didn't realize how seriously I was taking my ban after the 4th Indiana Jones movie.
Right.
And I have not seen a Spielberg movie since.
Well, you don't have to.
And I don't think I'm going to.
They're not that good.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Lincoln.
Lincoln's probably the best one.
But I don't want to watch it enough to break my ban at this point,
But I hate the ending. The ending is the worst part of Lincoln. The ending. Yeah, it sucks.
The theater.
It sucks. It's
like, at another theater.
It's so lame. They should have ended it like there's a scene where Lincoln, Daniel Lewis goes, we have to go to the theaters, Mr. President. And he's talking to everybody in the office as well. I don't want to go, but I can't stay. And that would have been perfect. End the movie there, right there. And instead, it ends like that awful.
That sounds like a poetic ending.
No, that would have been beautiful. But no, it cuts to his son watching another play, and they say, the president's been shot
at another theater.
At another theater. Like, oh, God, why did you do that?
Yeah, I only know that because I watched the Red Letter Media thing on Lincoln.
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. You're just like, oh, God, it ruins the end of the movie. That ruins the movie.
Yeah.
And that movie builds on it's more like a play, though. It's not a movie, it's more like a play. It's very theatrical.
Which normally I like.
There's not much to it.
So
yeah,
who knows?
And then the ending just ruins it.
I might watch Lincoln eventually.
Yeah. Watch it for Daniel Day-Lewis is a hell of a job.
Yeah, that's kind of when I want to watch it. It's the only reason I would watch that PTA movie.
Yeah.
The fashion icon.
I am president. I have a numerous power. I have powers. It's a very good movie.
I bet Daniel Day-Lewis has a big old penis too.
I don't know. I haven't heard that. He might be a grower, not a shower. Some guys are. They just, that's why you stick to one woman because you don't want anyone else to know.
What's wrong with growing out a shower? I'm a grower, not a shower.
Oh, I'm a grower, not a shower. And now I get older, I'm more of a not a shower.
I'm a definitely horrible. Do not show her.
I can't come out. Anymore. I'm sorry. Good night.
Turtled. I live in this shell.
I can't leave. It's too warm in here.
It's actually inside my sack. I don't know how it did it, but
it's inside my stomach. It's going in my throat. I don't know why.
It is. Took refuge deep inside me in the recesses of my body.
Annoying. It's so aggravating. You're just like, God damn it. Like, fuck you.
No, but showers often aren't growers and then showers. Like, I know a guy in high school that had like a big old pencil dick.
Right.
And then he'd be like, watch, and then we get hard, and you're like, that's still a pencil dick. Like, it's really long, man, but
It's just
still like,
skinny. Yeah, skinny is the thing. Yeah. You want it girthy, you don't want it skinny.
yeah, I definitely got the girth down.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I don't know.
No, I've never had any complaints.
I don't want to take the tape
So I
measure
know
to it
I'm all
and
right.
get further
No,
depressed.
there's no point in that.
There's no reason to bring measurements or numbers into
No,
this.
no. You can blow out the size of a tuna can. You're fine.
Speaking of Carrie Fisher,
Yes.
she's really good in this, and
She is good in this.
plays her role well, which is she's gonna stand by her husband and not be too annoyed.
And then she turns into the mom character because the two guys come down. Come on, Carol. Can you come out, please? She goes, no.
Oh,
My
yeah,
husband is sick.
that shit is so funny.
That scene is fantastic.
Come
Come
on.
on, let him come out. And they can't
I'll see you tomorrow.
Bruce Dern kicks a rock like he's like a
No, that one
clever
guy
boy.
does.
Is it the other guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
the other
God,
guy does.
So funny.
It's
It's just like that's so fucking perfectly done because that's the joke.
right here. I just passed it.
Come on,
'Cause it's
please,
It's right
please.
before that bone scene.
Yeah,
It's right here.
because he's,
I got it.
he's drinking beer. He had his mental breakdown the night before watching Exorcist.
And then, okay, I'll play this and then I'll ask you the question.
Can't come out until he resembles the man that I married.
Carol, we don't have that kind of time. Please let him come out.
Come on.
I think that I have given you my answer.
He puts his hands in his pockets like he's a kid. Look at that. Looks back. It's hilarious.
Again, Bruce Dern is like 60 here.
Oh yeah, it's great.
He's not really. He's like
He's still alive.
Yeah, still alive.
I don't know. He's close to
I told my-
100. That guy.
I told my wife, I'm like, isn't it weird that guy's alive and Carrie Fisher's been dead for 8 years?
Yeah,
Literally 8 years now. Carrie Fisher's been dead.
that's it. Fucking
Almost.
Corey Feldman's still
I think
alive.
she died in December.
She died December 2017 or 2016.
16.
I was in Japan. I was in Japan when she died.
Yeah. I only know
I
it's
remember
16
seeing the
because
news.
Perfect Circle did a song about all the celebrities that died in 2016. And she was in there.
Yeah. The Thanks for All the Fish.
Yeah.
The End of the World song, which is a great song.
Yeah, it's
Princess Leia and have moved on.
yeah. And Ali. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These two guys are the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Bruce Dern is so goddamn funny, and who knew he could be?
Hey, Pinocchio, where are you going?
Yeah, he's also the funniest part of Hateful Eight.
Yes. Yeah,
He's
pretty
got
much.
And he doesn't move from that chair the entire movie.
Yeah, right.
So much so that he gets killed in that chair and covered up with a blanket.
Yes.
And then they move his body and there's a blanket over the chair. That's Bruce Dern.
That's funny.
Oh man, it's just a goddamn funny, solid movie. And how do you? We're not going to sit here and describe every funny scene, you know.
Well, you realize though that some of the tidbits of trivia though, during the shooting of this movie, Corey Feldman had Michael Jackson's monkey around.
Yes.
And Bubble.
No, yeah, I think
where it is.
Bubbles.
And I guess it's shit all over his dressing room because it was a fucking monkey and all it did was shit and throw its shit at everything. And I guess Joe Dante had to tell Michael to take his fucking monkey out of here. We can't have it on set. We gotta get out of here. It's a fucking disease spreader. Get the fucking thing out of here. And AIDS came out next year.
I do want to show. I did see that. I'm curious about his goddamn monkey. I want to show two things. One is just this guy on the left. Yeah. Because there also is a thing of the. Oh, God damn it. Why am I blanking on the name? The Gregory Peck movie based on the book. The Bird. Please help me.
Birdman of Alcatraz?
No, Boo Radley. Why the fuck am I blanking on this?
Yeah. Boo Radley. It's oh my God. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Thank you. Good.
Yeah.
My brain just quit right there. But they're clearly doing the Boo Radley thing when they introduce his character because he like peeks out the door and like grabs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like Tom Hanks drops off the wig in the slot, the mail slot. When
yeah.
Suddenly in their house. And you know, spoiler, they think, oh, I'm crazy, and he has that whole speech of, I'm way off topic from where I started, but he's like, we're the crazy guys, and they moved in and we're fucking going crazy on them. I'm like,
Right, yeah.
no, and then it turns out they were right.
They were right the whole time.
Kind of undercuts his entire speech, but whatever.
Well, I guess they said because of the writer's strike, they couldn't write a third act. So that was all ad lib. Like the whole third act of the movie is all ad libbed on the set on the day of shooting.
Technically, yes.
So that's what happened.
But you saw about the writer's strike. What they actually did was they hired the writer as an actor, so he could be on set. And they're like,
yeah.
Hey, how do you think this scene should go as an actor?
Should we change this now?
So they kind of cheated the system. Let's be honest. It's the NBA with their rules about don't talk to players. But how do you track that?
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares?
Point is, this guy on the left, he's in a couple things. He's in the Can't Buy Me Love. Patrick Dempsey.
I think his name is Courtney Gaines. Courtney Gaines.
But I want to show his scene. It's Always Sunny.
Oh,
because they're doing a college ski school joke here, and they're showing their house. It's the guy from Ski Academy, not him, but the other guy. And his roommate is this guy from this movie, and he has the funniest fucking scene about burritos.
Smell that goddamn burrito. No, it's there, Roach. I just moved it to make.
You see the guy on the right from ski school?
Yes, and he's in
same role.
And he was in summer school.
Yes.
My coleslaw. Look.
Did you mess with it? Did you come in it?
Did you come in my burrito? I didn't come in your burrito. I wouldn't do that to you.
That's funny.
Oh, there's the Dennis Sextile thing I was telling you about.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh no, that's not actually him. That's actually him.
Oh, that is the doll.
No, that's actually Dennis, not the doll.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that's what I think of that guy from now. Did you come in my? He's so intense.
That's hilarious.
And it's so out of nowhere because that's not provoked or spoken of again.
Yes.
The Burbs. I struggle with a score in this movie. Can you tell me what you gave it?
Oh, I think it's an 8. I've always considered solid 8 for a comedy.
It seems like it has to be an 8, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not looking at my score, but
I think it's one of those cult classics that just really it's still funny to this day. It hasn't really aged. It's just it kind of works even now. It's fun, you know.
I was watching it a couple days ago, and I'm laughing my ass off, and I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a movie you can watch a lot.
No. But the sight gags, the sight gags are funny too, because like that scene when they're all walking together and Bruce Stern has the brownies. Oh, and they go up to the
literally it's on the screen right now on IMDb.
Oh yeah, that scene where they're walking and he steps on the porch and he falls through the floor and he drops the brownies. He goes, there goes the goddamn brownies.
Yeah.
And he picks them up, he puts them back together, got like shit on top and leaves
hands them to him.
Broken
right here.
wood. Oh, he says, here you go, Sonny. Here's something for the old sweet tooth. Oh, God, he's great. It's so fucking funny.
Because
so great.
Because the guy is entirely in frame the whole time they're going, oh, I dropped the fucking brownie or dropped the damn brownies. Yeah. He scoops them up and then hands it to and clearly heard and saw everything. It's for the old sweet tooth.
Oh, God, so good.
Look at his face.
Okay, now everybody just act normal. Yoo-hoo, it's Carol Peterson from next door.
There go the goddamn brownies.
Hi. Welcome to Mayfield Place. We're your neighbors. We brought dessert.
Again, that's Francine from American Dad.
Is your mother home?
Look at those brownies. I
just like the fact that she just forces herself in and you let him in.
Yeah.
Just goes right past her to the house.
Well, they decided that the wives eventually go, we're going to take care of this without
Right,
you guys
yeah.
trying and getting nowhere.
Yeah.
'Cause they're trying everything and getting kind of take two, one step forward, two steps back. Because everything they do gets bruised through and hurt.
So
Somebody falls off a roof.
Here you go, Sonny. A little something for the old sweet tooth.
Tom Hanks says nothing. And that's where I think, oh God, Tom Hanks is a genius comedic actor because he does the
right. He just like yeah, it's pretty
ducks
funny.
under. Man,
yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad Tom Hanks just doesn't want to be funny anymore.
He's funny in his own way. I feel like I've come across like I hate Tom Hanks. I definitely don't want to say that. Not that I think Tom Hanks is going to hear this, but I always want to be accurate. I do like him. Like his dramatic.
You know, I didn't realize though.
Road to Perdition is one of my favorite movies.
Road to Perdition, yeah, is actually really good. That's a great movie. I do like that one with him in it. He's good. But speaking of that, I go back to Alienation. You know who's the original person for Alienation? Paul Newman.
Yes.
And Paul Newman couldn't do it. He liked the script.
Paul Newman he do it.
He might have done it, but he couldn't do it. He was too busy working on his salad dressings.
Yeah, I was just gonna say salad dressings.
He's gonna be. That's one thing I get from.
That's right. I'm sorry.
I have to get that clip.
Britain.
I got to get that clip from The Simpsons where the spray comes out and kills all the corn, and the farmer goes, "Oh no, the corn! Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke." You gotta find that clip. That's from the Fat episode, Homer king size episode.
Yeah.
Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
Yeah, I did that.
So
I know what you're talking about. Here it is.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah, steal that one.
I found it. All right.
No, that's a great bit.
I'll write it down here as soon as I play it. How far this goes.
Ah, no, the corn. Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
Oh, what? How do you
cut it off? Shit.
All right, I'll have to do
cut off that. Probably strip it from the DVD or something. Or
let me write this down so I don't forget.
I'm sure there's a better clip somewhere. That's funny.
I used to have my list, but I finished it earlier, so I had to start a new list.
Yeah.
Simpsons Paul Newman leg break clip. Okay.
I'm gonna have my legs broke.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's in my favorite episode though, so of course I remember.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke.
I just want to watch Honk If You're Horny in Peace. Can you please leave the facilities? Our seats cannot hold a man of your carriage. Please, we will give you a free garbage bag full of popcorn. A garbage bag full of popcorn.
What was the Kearney joke? Was it your dad's ass is so big as his own senator or zip code?
I heard that his ass has its own congressman. And they high five each other.
Can't quite remember.
Congressman, yeah. Oh God, love that. That's a great.
Love that they're watching him like he's on TV, but he's just through the window.
Yeah. And he gets mad and he's hey, you kids get out here. Oh, look, he's trying to get up. And they look at him and he can't get up. He drops the fucking broom. He goes, hell with it. He just goes back to watching TV. It's so fucking good. That show. And that's like fucking season 8 or something. That's not even like deep into the show. It's like, I think it's like relatively early, like season 8 or 9, something like that.
7.
Seventh season. Wow, it's so fucking funny.
It is it's a gift that doesn't stop giving with clips.
Oh, it's so good. That episode just love it so much.
So
I can't make a decision about the pictures.
Even him just doing the why
hey, doesn't find me sexually attractive anymore. Yeah. I just tripled my productivity.
He has a bird doing it.
Oh
my God. It's the funniest fucking episode. But anyway, What would you say is the winner for tonight? I don't think it's fair, but
No, I mean The Burbs is, I think, a cult
Yeah,
classic.
definitely.
Alienation is nobody knows what it is. Alienation is not a really widely known movie.
I feel like both of these movies would be good for that show that you watch with the first watch reactions.
Yeah, I think
More so the
so.
Burbs, but
Yeah.
I would say first time watching, you're not tuning in now, but first time watching Alienation, definitely check it out. And
Yeah.
I don't honestly not, I wouldn't say 20th, I would say 15th time watching the Burbs.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a movie you watch every
Yeah,
like
15.
3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch this movie. It is it holds up. I was having a blast watching this movie. It's not like
It's a fun
I'll
movie.
laugh a second, but you are like,
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just the fun, and also the little scenes with like Corey Feldman and they were smoking the cigars and they're talking about, what if, I heard their last house burnt down. What if they opened a portal to hell and someone left the gate open? Like they talk about it, just setting up the idea that their neighbors are psychos, devil worshiping evil Satanists or something.
and he wasn't
It's
wrong.
funny. Well, they're not far off. They're mass murderers, but still.
Yeah, exactly. And it's got the comedic bits, like they're watching the house.
Yeah.
Because the movie starts off very very close to the Rear Window, Alfred Hitchcock stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And then it slips over into Fright Night.
Yeah.
We're actually like concerned and watching the house down on ground level.
And this was
And
all
the movie-
shot on the Universal lot.
Yep. And they had to rearrange the houses, and I guess this house took the longest because it's decayed.
Well, now it's all gone. I think it's all gone
yeah.
now. They tore it all out. But I think you can see the Psycho House in the background in a shot.
Oh.
I think the Psycho House is visible.
Well, that's another Hitchcock reference because this is definitely Rear Window, Fright Night, and I forget the other thing I said, but
yeah,
it's just
for sure.
Bruce Dern on the roof is doing his comedy because he, at one point, Corey Feldman distracts the shit out of him when he's holding the rifle and he falls.
Yeah.
Red Rover, let her go.
There's
There he is.
That's a scoop
Nicky
shirt up.
Cat. Yeah.
But later he has a button up over it and it covers up the S's. And I was like,
Right.
Nicky Cat's shirt?
Maybe he did it on purpose.
You know how much I love my Nicky Cats. And
Nicky Cat's where it's at.
Nicky fucking Katz is a legend on this show. Look at that hair, though. I didn't know he was in this movie, and I started watching it. I'm like,
yeah,
holy shit!
Hey, man, I got the pizza dude coming. All right.
So I watched 2 movies in a row that had actors from The Way of the Gun in it. And I was very excited.
Yes,
about that.
there you go. Exactly.
Like James Caan and
well, there you go. There's the connecting tissue. It's a Nicky Cat night.
I think we need to do The Way of the Gun next week.
Maybe. Might have to.
It's a big unveiling, huh? Look, I gotta go to work in a couple hours, Hey, man, piss off.
He's eating his animal cookies, animal crackers. So funny.
In the thing with like a cup of coffee.
Oh, God, that's great.
The binoculars to see across the jungle. like,
and that's
why are
funny.
they
Hey,
so big?
holy shit. From this angle, you can see all of Los Angeles. Look at that. It's all Studio City back there. It's Universal City. That's fucking.
Like
that's kind of. No, you can tell that's kind of funny. You can kind of tell where he's at. That's a soundstage back there. That's an absolute soundstage.
I just want to see him fall off.
Walter, she's not in the hole. It's Walter. You got a big problem, mister.
Oh, I do want to play. Apparently, Tom Hanks improvised all this right here.
Yes. Take me to the hospital. I'm sick. Yeah, it's all improv. There it is.
Oh, damn it.
It's not us. It's not them. It's us.
Stop it, yeah. I've been
All right. 129.
There's Ron Howard's dad.
Yeah.
That poor man.
This is where he starts improvising.
Oh.
Well, it just doesn't move.
Honey, I'll just find out what hospital they're taking you to. And
This is where Carrie Fisher excels because she doesn't like yell at him.
Yeah.
She's just like I know how he is. I'll meet you there. All right, bye.
I don't know what happened.
I'm not going to be the nagging movie wife. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
She just has accepted it already off screen, and it just moves along to the next scene. Love her in this movie.
At this point, she was already, I think, kind of a script doctor. I wonder if she doctored this script. Not like she couldn't have done it. She's right there on the set.
I did not know that about her.
Oh, she script doctored a lot of movies.
It's good to know.
You know, she basically rewrote Lethal Weapon 3.
The worst of the.
Well, she wrote the Rene Russo part.
Oh.
She basically, because that was a man, the original version of that movie. That was a guy character.
Fucked a man.
Well, no, he was a man character. Yeah, I think the original version was Murtaugh's daughter and Mel Gibson was going out.
Huh.
They were having an affair, and he didn't like it. And that was the subplot of the movie, which would have been strange.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 3, odd movie. I do like it, though. I don't hate it, but oddly enough, it was a giant hit when it came out. It made a lot of money. That was a big hit, which is odd. All the Lethal Weapon movies did big.
So they all were
all big hits. Like I don't know why. Like they're all
won't be Lethal Weapon 5 when it comes out.
I hope that never happens. That can't happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Just like Beetlejuice 2 is not going to happen. It's just no way.
You don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it's already had a trailer.
So, yeah, the Burbs win.
Take me to the hospital.
Burbs wins, hands down. It's not a competition, but
yeah, great movie.
Dick, what do you have for next week? Actually, I'll go first because it's my week next week.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Pick out.
I don't know why, but I chose a little movie I've also never seen from kind of the same era. Did you see what I picked yet?
Ooh. I don't think so. I can't remember.
Okay. I don't know. Don't ask me why. Nightbreed, 1990.
Oh, right. Clive Barker.
I don't know why.
Right. Yes.
It's just, I've always been curious about that title.
I don't think you're going to like it.
I don't like Clive Barker, so I don't think I am either, but.
Then you're really not going to like this movie.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
But it stars
David Cronenberg. Weird. David Cronenberg's weird. And David Cronenberg is in it for about 8 minutes.
He's kind of in and out of the movie. I just looked up a picture from this movie. I think I want to change my mind.
Yep.
Is that the?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in this movie. There's a lot of practical effects, and the problem was they had to cut a lot of it out because the studio interfered. So there's a Nightbreed director's cut, and then there's a alternate version, which is like a longer movie.
Well,
there's like 2 different cuts to it.
It's on Peacock. It's on Stars. It's on the hard drives I gave you.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it before. We can watch it and talk about it.
All right. So I chose Nightbreed, 1990. Clive Barker. Ugh.
What did I choose? I chose it earlier today. I can't remember what I said.
You chose Witches of Eastwick.
Yes! 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 Let's do that. That makes sense. Witches of Eastwick versus Nightbreed.
All right, let me.
What a weird combo.
87 versus 90. Okay.
That's bizarre.
Should I change them to verses or just leave it as and?
Just leave it as and. It's not really verses.
We don't really verse them until. I'm just curious. I always throw it in as like a hey, if this were a competition, what would win?
Right. It's fine.
But we're not versing because we're not trying to pick the better movie.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So Nightbreed versus the Witches of Eastwick. I have seen neither movie.
That's funny.
Nightbreed,
that's gonna be interesting.
6.5. Witches of Eastwick 6.5. Holy shit!
Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Well, Witches of Eastwick has 3 times as many reviews, but the same score. Witches of Eastwick is on nothing. You have to rent it on Amazon Prime.
I feel like it was on HBO Max for a long time.
It was, but now it's on my hard drive. So George Miller.
Might be on Stars.
Look up George Miller.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I've seen it, but yeah.
I've seen neither.
It's a good movie. It's a good flick.
All right, so next time in 2 weeks, Nightbreed versus Witches of Eastwick. Dick, it is your episode, so take us out of here.
All right. Well, yeah. Let me exit this and go right to the outro of this wonderful show that we do. What is this one?
At least for tonight, to put the headlines aside, hit the reset button and throw one massive party.
Did somebody say party? You're cute.
I don't know why I picked that one.
And they cut that Jordan shit out of there.
Yeah, it comes out of nowhere.
You gonna play the outro?
Well, hold on. I wanted to do one more thing.
I'm going to go out and find one of those details now.
Be well.
Be fucked.
Johnsman, you are fined one. Fuck you, everybody. Good night.